We on track. Second track.
And action. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm right. How are you, Cez?
We're 13 weeks into the program.
13 weeks, that's alright.
It's long, hey?
Yeah, that's long. Doesn't seem like that.
Doesn't seem that long. We've got another 12 left. To recap, the reason why we did this was to create awareness in Australia
of homelessness.
For youth in Australia. Apparently 4% of Australians realise that.
Only 4%.
Only 4% even know that there's homelessness in Australia.
That's not very good.
And there's a lot of it going around.
It is. There is. You go to the city.
Hey, go to Willow.
Go to anywhere, pretty much. There's always someone homeless. It's quite sad, actually.
I mean, we didn't try to we didn't do this to solve homelessness or solve the problems that lead to homelessness.
We just did it to raise awareness, so that we could put our little part in to raise, what is it? Raise, that's it, awareness to the homelessness and the problems about what these poor people face.
Right, and it wasn't actually, to be honest, it wasn't actually our goal in the beginning. It was Virgin Unite actually was, when they came to us and said that they wanted to continue the program, they said, but can you do this one about raising awareness for youth homelessness? And we were going to do production recording anyway, so it just fit in perfectly. But the original plan was that we're going to train you guys up to be stronger producers and recording sound engineers and that. And so that when we could then get a group of young homeless kids, or kids at risk of homelessness, to come in and have you guys record them. Yeah. That's not the go anymore.
No.
But it's all good.
It's all good. I mean, we've recorded, 7, 8 tracks. 4 are definitely going on the CD.
And it's only halfway.
It's only halfway.
Oh, hey, this is wild.
Yeah.
Hey, brother. What's happening? No, we hear you coming down second track? You coming down? Sweet. Alright then. Alright, bro. What's that? Now, enough of the boys. Marley and Corey's been up in the studio. Me and Dazzle just doing some blogging. But yeah, when you get in there, just hang and chill, and everyone want to make a beat or something. And, work on see what the boys doing. And Pascal's here. She got a couple verses and that. Yeah, he's here too. Probably overseeing. Yeah.
Once I made a wish upon a falling star, I wish that I would one day be a superstar.
Yeah. So that was YMC, one of the facilitators. Obviously myself, True. We got Ricky and Adina and the beautiful Mira. We got Zig Parker again supporting this program and doing a lot of mastering. And that's what I keep reminding myself that these guys we're working with, they're worth a lot of money.
They are.
And, they're getting a couple of bucks in their pocket, but nothing worth what they're worth,
Exactly.
And it's a real blessing. That's one of the positives, when we look at what we tried to do, we didn't get there exactly in terms of the way we had planned it. So I shouldn't say we didn't get there, we are getting there, but it's just the way we're getting there is different to what we expected. But one of the amazing things is, today, to have someone like Mira and Wire and Corey Marley and Tanya and, people like that, even just to get them in the same room.
It's actually amazing.
Yeah, just thinking about this issue of how do we create it, which comes to the next point. The main reason why I wanted to do this blog, and I will flush the toilet after. Cut that there.
Yeah.
She won't cut that.
No, she won't.
Was that? What the hell? For me, I'm still struggling to get my head around this issue of homelessness, right? It's hard to write a song about homelessness, eh?
It really is. I sat there for 2 hours the other night trying to write a song about homelessness. I got a verse. A verse.
And that's not much because this girl can write. But I guess that so far the biggest lesson for me, the first one was, I used to see homelessness as a problem, and then I realized at the start of this program was homelessness isn't the problem. There's other factors. There's other things in society that's the problem that leads to homelessness. Homelessness is the result of the problem.
That's true. I didn't think of it that way.
And and there's an essay out there talking about it actually costs more money. Like, it'd be cheaper to solve homelessness than to go the way we're going.
Yeah.
Like, the way that society takes care of homelessness doesn't really solve it. It just maintains it. So you've got, all these kind of services for homeless people. But there's so many, abandoned houses and warehouses and empty buildings I'm not talking about in the country, like in the city.
Yeah.
And homeless people with empty houses, if we focused our resources on getting some of those people in them empty houses, it'd be cheaper than running these kind of programs that we're running.
Exactly. I mean, like with all like even in Leichhardt, there's a massive factory there, just abandoned.
Right.
It's just there's nothing there. You could like turn that into put a couple of beds
hostel
in there.
And that, yeah.
Put a couple of beds in there. Put a toilet in there. You're all sweet.
I mean, look, that's the other issue too. Like, homelessness. Like, you can have a house, you can have a roof over your head.
Yeah.
But that's a house, not a home, right?
That's very true.
So, for example, a lot of the residents here in Redfern that are getting, well, the area's being gentrified, they're turning it into like a more trendy area and they're going to redevelop it and whatnot. Yeah. But they're relocating all the original residents here to other housing out west. So even though they're getting housing, their home is Redfern. So it's not about giving someone a house. To be homeless doesn't necessarily mean you don't have a house.
That's very true.
It's just, I mean, sometimes, when you're down and out sometimes, when some dramas, at home or anything that's bugging you out, sometimes it feels like when you're at the saddest point in your days and that, it's like you're homeless. It's like you've got nowhere to go, even though you're sitting there in your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
exactly.
But it's like if you feel homeless and
you feel homeless because it doesn't feel like an actual home.
Right.
Because home.
I guess that's a good point. I'd rather be in the streets than living in a house that's not a home, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, it's about the same.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could see, for example, another metaphor, getting a bit creative with it, but for me, when I'm writing or when I'm freestyling or making music, that's when I feel that good feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
That is like being home.
Yeah. That's very true.
The concept of being at home, someone invites you in their house, make yourself at home. Yeah. You're not going to start paying rent.
Exactly.
But, it's like you can still connect with that concept of homelessness.
Yeah.
And so the idea we're trying to do is with the gutter and the stars, right?
Yeah.
Because homelessness, obviously. I wonder which facilitator. Oh, Nadina. It's the other.
Nadina. It's Nadina.
Hey, sister. How you doing? Alright, I'll see you soon. Cool.
Yeah. Well, that was Nadina.
Yeah, now we just need Ricky and Mira to call.
Yeah, but they're upstairs, so I don't think they'll be... Well, actually, no, they probably will call.
Probably will call.
Yeah.
So Gutter and Stars come from the quote from Oscar Wilde back in 100 years ago. He said that we're all born in gutters.
Except, what was it? Except that some of us choose to look up at the stars.
Right, that's the way. And so the idea is that, you may find yourself in some hardship and some, trying times, but it's surviving that and coming out of that you really appreciate what you got. What's that saying? Happiness makes up in height what it lacks in length. Like, you're only happy for a little bit of time, but when you're happy, it feels so good, it's okay.
That's true.
If you're happy all the time, you really wouldn't be that happy.
No, you wouldn't. I mean, you always got to be sad at some point.
How sad are those people that are constantly happy?
I know. I bet they're really, really sad all the time. But they're just putting on a hard front saying they're happy, but they're really not.
I mean...
but imagine when they really are happy, then they must be really, really, really happy.
They were dangerous happy.
Yeah.
Settle down?
Yeah, like settle down happy.
Settle down happy. So we're week 13.
Week 13.
We're still looking to engage with some young people that are on the streets or, at risk of being homeless.
Yeah. And
get them to come in and put their stories down. We've got a couple of young people lined up.
Yeah.
We've got another 12 weeks, but realistically, we've got about 4 to 6 to finish the recording stuff. Because then it's the post-production stuff.
Oh, post-production. So getting the CDs pressed.
Yeah, and first, Zig has to do the mastering.
Yeah, or the mastering, mix it down, make it loud.
Exactly.
Get the CDs.
CDs pressed, we'll got to figure out a cover design, but we'll probably go with the style that Tash is rolling on.
Or you could just put me on there. Who wouldn't buy it?
Okay, but it'll be taking too much attention away from the homeless youth issue.
Fair enough then, I understand that.
Thanks,
I guess.
Dave.
No worries.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then we got the launch at the end of October, 28th of October, we got the launch.
Yeah.
Which, fingers crossed, kind of crossed.
Kind of cross. Yeah, I crossed mine.
Thank you.
No
that we're
worries.
going to get the island
The island will be hectic.
in the harbour. Shout out to Tribal Warrior if that happens. That'll be dope because we could get some. We invite Julia Gillard. We probably won't get her, but we should be able to get Mayor and that one that came to Party in the Park, Councillor Hoff.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously we'll try and get some celebrities, even if there's some big great celebrities like
I heard Chris Brown's going to be around at that time.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
Chris, this is your official invitation.
Chris, if you're listening.
Your official invitation. Sorry. Okay, maybe we should cut that.
Yeah, cut that one.
Yeah, cut that.
That's tasteless. So we're going to get that happening, the launch, island, bring some celebrities, some pollies, which will bring the media. Right? If we bring that type of people, if we get that island, that venue's nuts. It's a really nice island. Got people that the media want. If we can bring the media in on it to film the event, the point of what we're doing, remember, was to highlight awareness, create awareness amongst the Australian community about youth homelessness. So by bringing the media to our launch, that's how we're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
On top of that, we're going to have the album. We've already got stuff on YouTube, so check out Second Track YouTube stuff, and we've got a Facebook and a Twitter. We've got some footage of that up there.
Yeah.
This blog that you're watching probably, so just check the other videos that this has up there. I think it'd be up there.
Yeah.
Click down.
I'm on that, so yeah, you should probably go click on that.
Click.
It's actually really good.
You're going to click one. You're going to click one now.
They better have clicked by now. I'm going to hurt somebody.
All
It's
right.
going to be you.
Oh, click.
Homelessness.